They thought she was weak when she signed the divorce papers in tears at a Christmas party filled with laughter. No one asked why she stayed silent. No one wondered what she was hiding. But that single signature carried a secret so powerful it would soon change every life in that room. This is a story about heartbreak, dignity, and the truth no one saw coming. The Christmas party was loud, bright, and full of forced smiles. In the middle of it all, she stood quietly, holding divorce papers with shaking hands. Her husband rushed her, whispering that this was the best time. No drama, no questions. With tears in her eyes, she signed. People glanced at her, then looked away. They assumed she was weak, disposable, forgotten. What they didn't know was that her silence wasn't surrender. It was restraint. And that signature would soon cost many people far more than they ever imagined. Under the glow of Christmas lights, she wiped her tears and signed the papers while laughter echoed around her. No one offered her a seat. No one asked if she was okay. To them, she was just another woman being replaced. But as she folded the papers carefully, her expression changed, not with anger, but with clarity. That moment wasn't the end of her story. It was the moment she finally stopped protecting people who never protected her. Music played, glasses clinked, and right there, near the Christmas tree, she signed her marriage away. Her husband didn't even look at her. Guests whispered, assuming she had lost everything. But tears don't always mean defeat. Sometimes they mean release. What no one realized was that the woman they pitied was about to step back into a life of power she had once given up for love. She read the divorce papers one last time, hoping for a miracle that never came. At a Christmas party meant for joy, she signed through tears. People judged her silence as weakness. They were wrong. That silence was the result of years of sacrifice, patience, and choosing peace over pride. And that night, as she walked out alone, she left behind more than a marriage. She left behind every lie holding her back. The rooms sparkled with decorations, but her world felt empty. Her husband smiled as she signed the papers, convinced he had won. She said nothing. No arguments, no accusations. Just tears and a steady hand. What he didn't know was that the life he enjoyed was built on the strength she hid. And with that signature, she quietly took her strength back. She signed the divorce papers quickly as if she didn't care, but inside, her heart was breaking. The crowd moved on, drinks refilled, music louder than before. No one followed her. No one noticed when she left. That was the night everyone underestimated her, and the last night she would ever be invisible again. At the Christmas party, her pain became background noise. While others celebrated, she signed away years of loyalty and love. Tears fell, not because she was powerless, but because she had given everything to people who saw her as nothing. And sometimes, the most powerful thing a person can do is walk away without revenge and let the truth speak later. She signed the divorce papers beneath twinkling lights, surrounded by people who thought they knew her story. They didn't know about the sacrifices. They didn't know about the choices she made for love. And they certainly didn't know that this quiet woman had the means to change everything. Her tears weren't fear. They were closure. As the pen touched paper, her hands trembled. Not from regret, but from relief. The Christmas party continued behind her, as if nothing had happened. But for her, everything had changed. She was done shrinking herself to fit into someone else's shadow. That night, she chose dignity over drama and power over pain. They thought she lost when she signed the divorce papers at that Christmas party. They saw tears and assumed failure. What they didn't see was the calm that followed. Because sometimes the strongest victories happen quietly. And the people who underestimate kindness often realize too late that it was never weakness at all. Sometimes, the strongest people cry in silence while the world underestimates them. That night, she didn't lose her marriage. She reclaimed her power. Let this story remind you, kindness patience, and dignity always outlast cruelty. If this moved you, subscribe to Miracles of Kindness, where unseen strength always finds its moment to shine.